Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. So tomorrow is a big day, the Holocaust Anniversary in Israel. Will have a huge ceremony and party with all the nations joining them in Israel. And I just want to say tomorrow is January 23rd. Let's take a look at the calendar. If you have watched my previous video regarding this analysis, you will understand what I'm trying to say here. So tomorrow is 23rd, and Torah calendar is November 27th. Chinese calendar is in the blue fonts, December 29th, and then the creator's calendar is 10th month, 13 days, so it's a 113 or 311. And of course, if you look at the blue fonts, the Chinese calendar is 1229, so you can change 2 into 21, so it's like 911119, or that's 5 ones and 1 9. If you shuffle it, it's 219, and flip 9 upside down is 6, so it is 216, which means 6 times 6 times 6. And then tomorrow is January 23rd, which is 123 or 23. So let's take a look at the meaning of 23 and 123. Fascinating facts about the number 23. 23 is one of the most commonly cited prime numbers, a number that can only be divided by itself and 1. 23 is the lowest prime that consists of consecutive digits. Primes have been described as the atoms of mathematics, the building blocks of the world of numbers. 1 plus 8 plus 5 plus 9 is equal to 23. 23, so 2 divided by 3 makes 0.666. That's why the Hiroshima bomb was dropped at 8:15 a.m. 8 plus 15 is equal to 23. The ancient Chinese believed numbers conveyed sexuality, evens for feminine and odds for masculine. They considered prime numbers to be the most masculine, conferring special status on 23, which is made up of 2 consecutive prime numbers and the only even prime number 2. The terrorist attacks on America on 11 September 2001 have been held up as one of the most portentous examples of the disturbing power of 23. 9 plus 11 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 add up to 23. Few hold 23 in more esteem than the followers of Discordianism, a self-declared religion based on the premise that discord and chaos are the building blocks of life. For Discordianists, 23 is the holy number and a tribute to the goddess Ares, who surveys a world of chaos. The mantra invoked by Discordianists for the holy number is inverted the pyramid. If you invert the sentence one letter at a time, it takes 22 chants, finished by the line the pyramid inverts, to make 23. The last line is called the final energy releaser. Discordianism is described by some followers as a joke disguised as a religion disguised as a joke. Okay, the Bible does not let 23 pass without conferring upon it some significance, at least to students of the book. Although the Old Testament is unspecific, it is widely held that Adam and Eve had 23 daughters. The 23rd verse of the first chapter of Genesis brings the act of creation to a close, while the 23rd chapter of the book of Genesis deals entirely with death. That's why death and 23 is related. So, you know, the Satanists, they love the human anatomy. So each parent contributes 23 chromosomes to the start of human life. The nuclei of cells in human bodies have 46 chromosomes, made out of 23 pairs. The most detailed account of the assassination of Julius Caesar, written by Nicolaus of Damascus, claims numerous enemies stabbed the Roman emperor 23 times. The wounds ranged from superficial to mortal. So, again, that's why 23 is associated with death. And William Shakespeare was born in Stratford-upon-Avon on 23rd April 1564. He died 52 years later on his birthday, 23rd April 1616. Kurt Cobain, the god of grunge, was born in 1967 and died in 1994. So 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 7 is equal to 23, and 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 4 is equal to 23. The Knights Templar, the order of soldier monks who eventually fell of the Vatican and have been the subject of conspiracy theories about the Holy Grail, had 23 grandmasters. W is the 23rd letter of the Latin alphabet. It has 2 points down and 3 points up. The average human physical biorhythm is 23 days. Number 23 meaning in Bible. Jezebel is perhaps the most evil woman mentioned in the Bible. She is referenced a total of 23 times in God's Word. Number 23 related to war. In at least one instance, the number 23 conveys the meaning that a special group of people is reserved by God for his service and therefore ineligible to fight. One special group, however, was not counted toward those who would be eligible to fight the enemies of Israel. The tribe of Levi was consecrated to serving the Lord. They represent substitutes to God's claim of all the firstborn in Israel when he saved them, and not the Egyptians, from the death angel. Number 3:12 to 13. Counted separately, it was found that 23,000 males 1 month of age or above were living. Paul warns Christians not to lust after evil things or be idolaters, because doing so risks the same fate as 23,000 Israelites killed in one day by God's wrath. Properties of the number 123. Symbolism, symbol of Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Gematria, numerical values of Hebrew words MLHME, meaning war, and NGGH, meaning plague or wound, which gives 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the official Holocaust Anniversary is on January 27th, and 1.3 million people were deported. So that's a 13 here, so everybody knows what 13 means. And then 1.1 million people were murdered, so that's a 11 here. I'm sure you guys know what 11 means by now. So the Nazi forced the prisoners to march westward, which means death marches. Now let's take a look at the post from last year. It says that the year 2019 will be primarily dedicated to preparations for the 75th anniversary 2020. And then it says that next year's event will probably be the last of those big round anniversaries with the participation of such a large group of survivors. And then it says that I hope they will come here from all over the world, as was the case in year 2015. So they were preparing this year's anniversary from last year, which means 1 year preparation. Sounds familiar, right? It sounds like they copied Esther's wedding, which is Esther prepared 1 year before the wedding feast. And it also mentioned that will probably be the last of those big round anniversary. So it's the last. Why is the last, you know? And at the end it says that as was the case in 2015. Okay, so I think they're linking the end times here. You know, in 2015, if you guys remember, is the beginning of the darkness in 2015 related to Obama and the Pope. So this is a current post for this year anniversary, 75th anniversary. I hope you guys find this information informative and like this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!